Hey guys, free pick time. All right, back with another free play. So we are on yet another heater. After last week, guys, when we finished off a streak of winning 8 straight days in a row, we are now back at winning 6 days in a row. So we won 8 days in a row, then we lost a day, we won a day, and we lost a day. And now we're back at 6 straight winning days. So one of the things that I left on here intentionally was this closing line value, because I want people to see this and I want people to understand just how important it is. I'm going to talk about that in a real quick second. Before we do, guys, I have a college football play for you guys, okay? It's my only college football play, but I'm going to give it out to you guys. It is one of our lower unit value plays, but still, it's a college football play for you guys today. Overall, guys, dominated by baseball today. Got a little bit of CFL going on. We got a 2-unit play, okay? 2-unit play going in Major League Baseball today. Got a bunch of other larger plays as we look to push this to 7 straight winning days. The thing I want to talk about on here quickly is this closing line value, okay? And why it is one of the most widely overlooked beneficial tools that people can use to determine if they're doing a good job or not, okay? Now, at the end of the day, this basically shows, did you beat the closing line? Okay, the line that you bet. Was it better or worse than where the line closed? And the importance of that is because this is a value calculator. That is showing, did you find value versus where that true line should be, right? Or at least where Vegas closes the line. And if you're beating this anywhere around 55, 56%, you're doing a bang up job, okay? If it's under that, then you need room for improvement, okay? Now, the fact that we're beating at this level right here, there's not many people that do that. And I'm not saying that the sports that we're doing, we're winning 70% because we're not winning 70%. I mean, the fact we're beating the closing line at that rate is pretty astronomical, but a lot of this has to do with the fact that we are market makers, okay? When we bet, we move the lines, plain and simple, okay? Every single day, and any single person who's been in masterclass could tell you, after my card goes out, lines start moving, okay? And that is why we're beating the closing line at such an incredibly high rate. But at the end of the day, guys, if you're beating the closing line at 70%, you are going to win money long term. There is absolutely no ifs, ands, or buts about it, okay? You are going to win money. And over the last 1,679 bets, we have beat the closing line at 70%, which is insane numbers, probably only ever seen by Mr. Billy Walters. So, badge of honor. All right, before we jump into today's free play, guys, there's one more thing I want to go over with you guys. All right, guys, so here's our little streak, but it's not the streak I want to talk about, okay? This is the last 7 days, 106 wins, 64 losses, like 62%, a 9% ROI, very good ROI. But the thing that jumps out at me, okay, and I think this is an important attribute in any professional sports bettor, you got to be hard on yourself, and, you want to sit there and pat yourself on the back. But the two things that jump out at me here, guys, are number one, our free pick that we had yesterday, and number two, LSU. Okay, so at one point yesterday, Houston was minus 300. Okay, in the 6th inning, 1-0 lead, minus 300 to bet it. I think the Yanks were plus 225 at that point. So, I mean, you look at it and say, well, good bet, except it wasn't. Okay, it wasn't a good bet. And I know, I talked about the stat of, they don't like to get swept at home, and the manager doesn't like to get swept at home, and yada, yada, yada. And I really get so hung up in this. And I have a bunch of systems wrapped around these things, and some of these systems are 72%, 68%, that I put the blinders on, okay? If you're in horse racing, blinders. Okay, I put the blinders, and, the fact that there was steam on both sides, but a lot on the Yankees. And the fact that we just saw that line coming down and down and down and down. And at a certain point, you could say, yeah, you know what? The line's come down to 136. There's probably value at that point, okay? I mean, not when it was sitting up at 180, but, down at 136. But to see that big of a line move as a professional sports bettor says one thing, okay? There is a shitload of sharp money coming in on the Yankees. So shame on me, because that is not acceptable. The second thing, really quickly, I want to talk about, guys, what a fucking amateur play that was, okay? It's a quarter unit play. LSU on the money line, same story, okay? I think LSU is better than how they played yesterday. That's not the point, okay? Saw this line coming down, and it's just like everything about this screaming, this is a Florida game, okay? And to get plus money on the other side, I mean, this out of all my plays in the past 6 days, this was my worst play. And thank God it was only a quarter unit play, but this like totally suckered in like amateur level. So look, even when things are going fantastic, it's still at the end of the day, guys, you want to break these games down. You want to be critical. You want to go back over all your games because that is the only way that you will ever be able to try to beat the closing line at a very high level. All right, on to the free play. All right, guys. So today, I mentioned I got my only college football play that were given out today, and we are going to go with Clemson minus 12.5 here. And although I think, this is a big opening game and they're going to be on the road, they are more than a 2-touchdown favorite in this game, and they're just not getting that respect. So we're going to take 12.5 points late, the 12.5 on Clemson in this game, and they should get this done fairly handily. Despite the fact, always weary about laying, large double-digit points first game on the road. But again, got to go back to how we've capped this game, and I just think they should be at least a 2-touchdown favorite, if not more. Okay, so again, guys, we got a 2-unit play going today in baseball. We got another busy day. We're going for 7 straight winners in a row. After coming off 8 in a row, we finished our 8 in a row streak last week, and now we are going for 7 in a row, guys. BenderWins.com for the full card. $99 a month. Gets my full card every single day. Best of luck, and we'll see you soon.